It's been widely documented that ISIS funds its activities in part through the sale of oil. ISIS has made millions from selling the commodity from its fields and it controls in Syria and Iraq. But how are low crude prices impacting the finances of ISIS? Dina Gazovsky takes a look.
Sliding oil prices hit some countries' economies more than others. But when it comes to terrorist organizations like ISIS that raises some of its revenue from selling oil at half the price on the black market, the answer as to whether or not that dip will hurt its funding may surprise some.
Oil prices are not going to have a significant impact on ISIS. ISIS relies upon a variety of income sources. They rob banks, they extort businesses, they shake down people for protection money. They break into businesses and homes and steal property. Any of these outlaw terrorist type activities are their sources of revenue.
Though oil is just one part of ISIS's revenue, it's not insignificant. Let's look at the numbers here. Officials say ISIS had been bringing in about $40 million per month from selling oil, with about 30,000 barrels per day coming from Syria and about 10 to 20,000 from Iraq. Let's not forget, though, the price of oil now is about half of what it was last summer, meaning ISIS is probably also making less because of that drop. Plus, we have to consider military activity against their oil fields, which also diminishes supply. And though oil did make up a large part of its revenue, ISIS reportedly makes even more money from extortion and taxation. So, while a drop in oil prices may not be enough to seriously weaken the terror network, it certainly does not help the Islamic State's economic situation either. Some reports indicate that monthly salaries of the terror network's fighters, which generally run from about $400 to $600 per month for unmarried men, has been reduced by about 25%. Still, experts remain skeptical.
Oil is, if anything, a bonus to their operations. Tomorrow, they could lose their oil fields and be deprived of that income. But what they need most are soldiers, weapons, and explosives. And those are not expensive commodities to buy or maintain.
For Nightly Business Report, I'm Dina Gosofsky.